All right, so today is the 21st of June. It marks International Go Skateboarding Day. Now, for many years, extreme sports such as rock climbing, mountain and skateboarding were considered as white activities. However, over the years, growing interest in these sports types, we saw a widespread diversity into taking up these sports, albeit accessibility was still an issue. Now, Radical Extreme Sports Tour and Academy is founded by young black men who are dedicated to promoting extreme sports in South African townships, and through their hubs they donate skateboards, rollerblades and BMX bikes to the youth. We are joined on the line by Tshepo, Mmamaila and Ashley Morgan, who are skaters and co-founders of Radical Extreme Sports Tour and Academy, to just tell us a bit more. Ashley and Tshepo, welcome to the show. Thank you very much for your time, and first and foremost, happy International Skateboarding Day. Tshepo, just starting with you, can you just tell us a bit more about the skateboard park that you guys are currently facilitating?
Hi there, how are you doing? Hello, everybody. Yes, Radical Extreme Sports is an organization dedicated in promoting extreme sports in South Africa. Our mission is to actually attract more young youth, African girls and boys to actually participate in extreme sports around the country. For example, skateboarding, rollerblading, BMXing, FMCG, and many more, you know. Our aim is actually like the townships and rural areas, mostly to black communities that lack funds and can't actually afford, can't actually be involved in the sports itself.
And actually, how did the idea of coming up with the Radical Extreme Sports Tour and the Academy come up?
Well, as skateboarders ourselves, we've been seeing a lot of our disadvantaged youth not having things to do, and obviously to create the Lapaway gun. The Lapaway for us, we just saw them as it as something that could develop confidence. So as soon as they saw it, they started asking us, where can we join you guys? And we decided to start this academy.
And obviously there's been that stereotype that only white people are into such an extreme sport. But how do you find the reception from the people from Alex in terms of wanting to participate in such a sport?
Luckily now with the internet, obviously we are able to show them videos of everybody doing it all over the world. For instance, Go Skateboarding Day, International Go Skateboarding Day. This is international. Everybody worldwide gets on their board. We will have small competitions. We'll have gatherings, whatever. Unfortunately, now with the lockdown, we are not able to. I think we still, just gather social distance, but still be able, we can ride alone and be at the park alone, but still be on your board, Unfortunately, the lockdown has hampered us, but, we try and expose them to videos that we have.
And also we've got, obviously, the state lessons that happen, and that's also we enroll those out to children in schools and let them know and speak to certain principals in schools, and also obviously the sports department. And that's also a way out on getting the kids to actually know about the sports and actually coming also to the park that we use in Alex, our park.
Yes, they get very excited when they see us, see anyone do it, and they just want to get themselves on their board or on a bike.
I hear you guys mentioning the sports department, which is my next question. How is the sports department involved in terms of trying to help you guys, and do they see this as an official sport?
In terms of that, the sport is actually trying to figure out, because right now, obviously, skateboarding has just recently been recognized as actually one of the sports, as a sport, is going into the Olympics. So in terms of sports in South Africa, they're not really they don't really understand the sports yet. Yes, we are trying to actually show them the way about how the sports is actually running and how it's supposed to be. As obviously we are working and in partners with other people that we know, like out there outside the country that we speak to that help us about skateboarding, so we can explain it to our government more.
And what are some of the challenges that you've had to overcome in terms of running your academy?
Obviously, I would say, funds, because in reality, we are struggling with funds. It is a slightly expensive sport. We need shoes and the actual merchandise of the boards themselves, equipment. It is slightly pricey, but luckily there are some South African companies that are producing skateboards so it makes it easier for us to afford the skateboards, the shoes, and luckily there are and helmets as well, safety equipment. So it's
to add on to that, it's very difficult because also like right now during COVID-19 we lived on based on monthly to monthly income in terms of like competitions. We used to go to competitions across SA that we actually find ourselves personally to go there. And obviously one of our athletes will actually win and will actually push with that money. Since there's no comps and no activity going on because of COVID-19, it's really quite difficult. So we do work with we work with what we have, for now, yes. Thanks to guys like Scout Candy that has helped us out, and Skady Stan, and obviously small little other companies that have just got in and just put in like 1-2 boards and, just adds on the numbers, and yeah, it actually helps. One board actually can teach that probably like 10 kids, But now we're just looking for more equipment. If anybody could help in terms of equipment and
Yeah. I mean, growing up, I tried skateboarding until I fell. But what is the reception from girls? Do you get any interest from young girls in the community saying that I want to skateboard?
Oh yes, true. I mean, I'm happy always to see our lovely getting on the board. It's not that dangerous, we teach them the basics. Once you get the basics down, you can do almost anything, because we do have quite a few that are always challenging themselves. These our young ladies and younger gents are always challenging ourselves. Our youngest rider last year won a few thousand rands at a competition. That motivated him so much now. Now he just wants to get on the board almost on a daily basis. The girls, same.
And to add on to the girls side, we also have like a girls can skate program where ladies come on Fridays and Sundays. They come and they skate and we teach them how to skate, and we actually have a good turnout in terms of the young ladies trying to actually get into the sport. Obviously, there are a bit nervous, some of them, but obviously because of the boys being so good, that intimidates them. But we do get good girls, we've got Blanca. She's actually one of our skaters. We've got a good 8 or so in Alex that are actually skating with us. And we've got a few in Joburg, obviously Joburg City as well, where we also can roll and also go out and skate with them out there.
Shout out to Sia and them in Pretoria, and my daughter skates. She's only 6 years old, but she's ripping. I think in another few years she'll be a professional.
And Tshepo, how have you guys been dealing with the coronavirus pandemic?
Wow, just like everybody, we're keeping safe and healthy, and but it has been hard on everyone.
Now, that's been going according to the rules. Obviously, we're wearing masks and stuff, but we haven't been at the park lately. Sports facilities, obviously, having an issue now. We're not open. But guys have been just skating out on the streets, which sometimes is not really safe because obviously in the townships there's too much traffic and all that. But obviously them going out, we always make sure that we tell them hey, just wear masks and keep safe. And yeah, we just wish that like, hey, we had enough like opportunities in terms of like people that could fund like skateboarding, like during now COVID-19, because obviously it's quite a struggle for us for the in the townships, and it's unlike out there in the I don't know, yeah, in the color areas, So yeah, it's very difficult right now for us. Yes.
And actually, just before I let you go, today we're celebrating International Go Skateboarding Day. What does a day like this mean to you?
Oh, it's very special. You should see my profile picture. But there is a meeting. We're having a small gathering, even though we're not supposed to. But we will respect the COVID, regulations, social distancing. But we're having a meet up at the Johannesburg Constitutional Hill. And then we'll all just skate throughout the city center and do something. But every year, unfortunately, this year much smaller, but every year, Go Skateboarding, International Skateboarding Day is special to most leaders.
Just before I let you go, how do people get a hold of you, Baba Linko Alex, that want to also take part into the sport?
People want to get a hold of us, can find us online. You'll find us on social media. We've got social media platforms on Instagram, Radical Extreme Sports, or on Facebook on Radical Extreme Sports, and also on we've got a website also coming up. You can also try and find us online. Like if you just say Radical Extreme Sports or Sheridan, you'll find us.
That was Tshepo, Mmamaila and Ashley Morgan chatting all things skateboarding. They are skaters and co-founders of Radical Extreme Sports Tour and Academy as we are celebrating the Go Skateboarding Day.